Okay, so let's go down here. This should have a div, no class, ID of make note. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. I mean, the markup is going to be much smaller than before. Actually, I don't know why I did that. That's supposed to have a class of Popup. Just because for the, well, I'm a bit confused there. The make note, I mean the favorite color, has a lot of stuff inside it. This one is just going to be a few lines of code. So the first thing, h4, and add a note to the calendar. And then under that, a text area. And the name will be post-it. And I don't want these rows. I'm going to set the size with CSS. There should be an ID of post-it. No, edit post-it. So edit post-it ID, and class just font. That's to make sure that the font inside the text area will actually be the font that you want. Otherwise it won't be there. Like if you remove the class, have to refresh it. It doesn't look as good. So you want to put the font. Okay, and then lastly, a div, no class here, no ID either. There's going to be two buttons. One, so none of these buttons need any of this. I'm just going to copy this, put it there. So this one will say post it, put caps lock. Whoops, it's supposed to be an I. So post it. This one will be deleted. Okay, so let's select both. Class, button, font, and post it button. Okay, gotta make sure those are all spelled right, and they are. ID, add post-it, and ID. I called this delete button, so I'll keep it like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go start styling.
This video is still pretty short, so I could probably add all the styles in this one video. So if you look at it right now, that's what it looks like. So we gotta add some styles.
Okay, but it's gonna be a lot shorter than the other one. There's not as much to style. Whoops, I did the PHP thing. Let's copy this. Make note. So J4. What's that? Make note. Margin 32 pixels. 0, 18 pixels. Font size calc. 16 pixels plus 1.6. View width. Whoa. Font weight 300. Okay, so now this is going to be the edit post-it. Whoops. No. Edit. Okay, so there's a couple styles here, so I'll put some space. Height will be 340 pixels. Width will be 42 pixels. Font size 2.6. View width semicolon. Padding 14 pixels. The border will be 1 pixel solid and be this color. What is it? D8, D8, D8. Okay, border radius. I put 10 pixels. And outline will be none, kind of like for the buttons. And the resize will also be none, so it will be not resizable. Right here you can click and drag it, make it as big as you want. So you can't do that anymore. So what did I do here? I put 42 and put pixel. That should be view width. Okay, so that's right. Now make note dot post it button display inline margin 24 pixels 0.26 pixels. No, actually just 20. Of 10 pixels, 26 pixels. Okay, and finally the font weight to be 400. Do I even have 400 here? Yeah, I do. Okay, of course I do. Let's look at these. Okay. Let me put the space there. It's kind of weird that you have to do that, but whatever. Okay, now the add post it. So these last few styles will just be the buttons. So I want to give it a border of 3 pixel solid in this darker color, 222. Let's make the hover effect for it. Whoops. Hover. I want to set the color to be white, the color of the text, and the background color to be that 222. Okay, so the delete button will have a border of 3 pixels, solid D7 1C 1F. Okay, the background color will be the same thing. Let's copy it. And the color of the text will be white. Now all we gotta do is create the hover state for this. And it's gonna be this color from over here. So that's like a red color, a reddish color. Let's see this. Yeah. So let's see, make sure it's the same. Yep, it's the same thing. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this section. I just wanted to create those and get the styles all set up. There's a couple more things I want to do here. Let's just copy these, put them in the modal, and then comment them out. Let's make sure that it's still working. Okay, it's not. Yeah, this thing right here. Okay, so the other one should be working too. I'm not going to test it because it'd be weird if it wasn't. So I want to make this hidden. So let's see that. And I also want to close the modal. Okay, so that's it for this section. In the next section, we'll be making it look better on the mobile view because we didn't do that yet. So basically the strategy that I'm going to be using is I'm not going to be creating all these different styles for certain heights. I'm just going to be saying when it gets in the portrait view. So the portrait view is when the height is bigger than the width. So right now, here, the total width of my screen is bigger than the height. So on most computer screens, it'd be like that, but for phones, it would be the screen. Well, it depends which position the phone is. If you put it the other way, then it'll be different. But for most phones, like here, you see the height is bigger. So there's going to be a breakoff point when you scroll, and when the height gets bigger than the width, the whole layout will change. Okay, so I'll see you in the next section.